e shock una. Hmm? This shock una. It shock una very, very well. You can see the president is laying down an example, and which I think is the best way to go. When they proposed Ruga settlement, or what they call it, was it ranching or Ruga? So many of us here in the south were shouting, we don't want it. They are going to take our land. They will take our land. They will take our land. Now, the president is setting a pace, is giving an example for others to follow. If you like, you can follow that step. If you like, you may not. So it is not going to be a do or die affair. But as a young man who will think beyond ethnic ethnicity, I think this is the best way to go. In the first instance, I really don't know how those people came about with their argument that they will take our land, they will do this, they will do that. Since when we were born, we know Fulanis were on our land. We do see them. We buy water from them. We buy so many things from them. And since then, they are still on our land, and nothing happened. For every big big city, or let's say a town, you will have where they call Sabo or Iga. That Sabo area is known to be dominated by non-Yorubas, especially the Hausas and Fulanis. But Iga is dominated mostly by by Fulanis. That place that you call Iga, has anyone claimed that place from you? How did it happen that our forefathers did not even fight those people and they just give them those lands for free? How? Does it mean that they were more enlightened than us? Maybe let me just agree that they were more enlightened than us, because I really don't know how it came about that they will take our land, they will take our land. What happened in Ilorin? How are you bringing Ilorin to this issue in 2020, in 2021? Can't we just reason beyond myopic thinking? Can't we just reason beyond ethnicity? Some politicians are using us, and we are also buying their stories. Today, they will say they want Ruga, they want ranching. Tomorrow, they will tell us that they don't want anything like ranching. Next tomorrow, they will come up with idea that they need money for ranching. Now that the president has given a go ahead to his state, this is a very good example for him, for everyone to follow. For those people that are thinking beyond ethnicity. In Islam, the Prophet of Allah Sallallahu wanted his Sahaba, his disciples, to do some things. He wanted them to cut their hair when they were about to enter Mecca. So he wanted them, although that year they were unable to enter, but he wanted them to cut their hair. Now, the Sahabas were like, they were feeling reluctant in doing it. Then the Prophet Sassan went to his wife, and his wife just told him, why can't you just go out there, cut your hair, let them see you doing it? So that is exactly what the president has done now. Now that he has given a go ahead to his state, let us see those people that will embrace it. I don't know how we think in this country. I'm a young guy. I know that we can make a lot of money from these ranches. Forget about the fact that most of the people that are doing livestock farming are Fulanis. Many Yorubas will go into the business. Many Yorubas will subscribe to them. We will give them money to rear animal for us. We will give them money to take care of our ranch. How can we be crying of hunger when there is a lot more for us to explore? It is we that have land. We will be sovereign. Many of you are saying the president wants his people to eat your farm and the likes. This same president brought in fertilizer plants. This same president brought in Moroccans to come and establish in our agricultural sector by producing fertilizer for us. This same president gave Dangote a supporting hand by making sure that he complete his fertilizer plant. Yet, when we want to reason, we reason just cheaply. So sometimes I do compare Yorubas, especially Yorubas, to the children of Israel. When it happens that Moses was taking them away from Egypt, when they got to the river, they were like, why can't you just allow us to die in Egypt? Why did you now bring us here? When you know that you cannot take us cross this sea, and it was only God that did it for him. The same thing is happening to this country. These people will be saying, when you know that you cannot do it, why don't you let us remain with the PDP? PDP, did they even serve us, or we served them for 16 years? They took loans. We are not seeing anything. We are not seeing anything until this moment that we can even point to certain things that, okay, this government is doing it. You cry of insecurity. This particular government has done a lot in security than any other government. Forget about politics. Let us face our challenges as it should be. Let us embrace positivity. Our people need money. We have people doing livestock study in universities, in our University of Agric and the likes. We can just embrace this ruga. Let us embrace it. It is not important for me to rear cow, but I can bring in milk producing factory. This is how it should be. We should stop reasoning like these politicians want us to reason. They are making their money while we are suffering. So I think with this, we should try to embrace peace. Now that the president is ready to give his home state money, or he has already even released 5.2 billion naira to the state out of 6 billion. So let us also now embrace it. We need it. Whether una like or una no like, that is our problem. So ẹni a wí fún ọba jí ó gbọ́, èèyàn tí ò gbọ́ ń tanra ẹ̀ ni o. So I've said my own. Wá wí yín kẹ́ ẹ gbọ́, wá wí yẹn má gbọ́.